Hey guys, so I'm back. I know I haven't been playing TFT, so I've been MIA from like YouTube and Twitch, but I'm gonna come back with set five, like I do every set. Then just near the end, it gets really boring. But before I get started, I just want to say I'm not gonna waste everyone's time and just like read through all the champs, read through all the traits and all that stuff, because it's coming out in PBE either today 4:13 or tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon Eastern time. I think it's supposed to be coming out today, actually. I know it says the 14th, but it should actually come out on the 13th, or basically today or tomorrow if you haven't slept or whatever. Anyone can play. It's literally you just make a PBE account and you can just log on. But again, a lot of stuff is going to change before it comes out to live 2 weeks from now. So I'm not gonna waste my time like talking about like the synergies and stuff like that, because a lot of the synergies are going to change. I am going to talk about the set mechanic, what's changed, like the items and like what I like, just initial thoughts and like stuff like that though. So it'll be a really quick video, so you don't have to like, yeah. So for those of you guys that didn't really play set 3, set 2, set 1, the chosen mechanic is not here to stay. It really is a set mechanic. So every set, they introduced a different mechanic. So like set 1 was, I don't think set 1 had a mechanic, but set 2 had like elemental hexes. Set 3 had Galaxy, set 4 is Chosen. But now Chosen is gone, which means that you no longer just find these units in your shop that are instantly 2-starred, have 2 synergies, have extra stats, stuff like that. So the only way to really get a 2-star now is to actually find 3 of the same unit, which makes the game a little bit more balanced or less polarizing, if that makes sense. But now the new system is going to be shadow items. So it really isn't that noob friendly, or not even like noob friendly, but like getting back into the game is going to be a little bit like more difficult, but also players that are coming in are going to be like, what the hell is going on? But I really think that in terms of like game depth, this is really good for the game. So what it is okay, so like on 2-2, 3-2, there's going to be opportunities to pick items. Also on carousels, I've seen from gameplay already that there's going to be like usually 2 to 3 shadow items, and you'll see a shadow item based on like, let's see a component, right, like a BF sword. It'll have a little like green circle on the bottom right, which indicates that it's a shadow item, and when you combine this BF sword to make something, it's going to make the shadow component of it. So for example, if you were to make GA, right, BF and chain, it would just res with 30% HP and that's it. But if either your BF or your chain is a shadow item, if you were to make the item now, it would be a shadow GA. And the shadow GA, I think it's 100%, it reses with 100% HP, but the caveat is that you res with 50% attack speed. So like if you just go to this site, it'll be in the comments or the description or whatever. If you just go to items, you can kind of see some of the new items. But okay, so there are some reworked items. I'm not going to really get into them. You can just read for yourself. But I will talk about some other stuff real quick before I peace out. But see, these are the shadow items. Like for example, Chalice. I think right now it gives everyone 30%. But now the wearer loses 20, and then the people adjacent is gaining 50. So like everything has a shadow item. And I heard that every spat item has a shadow effect as well. Like for example, like this one I think is really cool. It's Fawn, but now if you have Shadow Fawn, you gain 2 additional units instead of 1. But now your little legend takes 100% extra damage, so it's like you have to be a little careful with that. But yeah, dude, this set is looking hella good. Yeah, the stuff I wanted to talk about was like, especially with the Chosen mechanic, set 4, like I think Chosen's was not that great for the game. I think most people agree, but some people kind of like it. But the biggest thing that like most people don't really recognize with Chosen's, assuming that player damage does stay the same, is when you are low rolling your early game and you don't really find a good Chosen, I think it's kind of just an eighth. Like most of the time, let's say they've chosen Garen, you really think you're worthless like Nidalee 1, Teemo 1 with your frontline Maokai Tahm Kench 1 is going to kill anything. No, the Garen's just going to soak everything. You're just taking a free 8 on stage 2. But now they added a lot of like steamy nuke champs, and like what that means is like units that you can position that can target one unit and kill it. So like if I were to go to champions here, right, like I don't really want to see what it is, but this is like single target, does extra damage, heals himself, does extra damage, tanks some stuff, does extra damage on single target. Oh, the Kha'Zix especially, like Kha'Zix is literally the best unit for killing like one isolated target. This is just a tank, but like Kha'Zix, Ziggs, all these single target DPS, like Kalista's basically Nidalee now. There's going to be a lot of opportunities to actually be able to save some HP when you are going for a lose streak, and I really think that this meta is going to be like, you obviously win streaking is still fine, but if you were to lose streak, I think it's actually acceptable, because not only are you not taking 10 because you can actually kill units because Chosen is gone. And people that are high rolling don't just have a free upgraded unit. But also, when you do get a shadow component from Carousel, you can actually start going for these best in slot shadow items, and they really are stronger given that you have the unit to hold it, if that makes sense. So like shadow items are like stronger, but they're also weaker. Like they have a bonus effect, but they also have like a negative effect that comes with them. But if your champion that holds the item can use the bonus effect better than like what you lose for the negative effect, if that makes sense, it's obviously going to spike your board even harder. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think that loose streaking is finally okay this set, and I think last set was just playing strongest board, and like it is fine. There is skill expression, but it's just not. It just feels like it gets stale sometimes. And I think here, like especially with the new items, the boards can spike even harder. And there's no Lee Sin, there's no Teemo as a 2-cost and all that stuff. I do think that Lulu and Syndra are beyond broken, but you know what? It's not even worth talking about because I think before it goes live, there's going to be a lot of changes. So just enjoy it on PBE, have fun with it, and then yeah, I don't really want to complain too much because it will get changed. But if you read Syndra takes like the front line, moves it to back line, stuns it, deals damage AoE, and they don't even get to play the game. Whimsy, it's a legendary unit, it's 3-cost. But I think the reason it's like that is because Helion late game is like not very good. But yeah, again, just come to this site. You can see all the champs, you can see all the synergies. It comes out on PBE tomorrow, so I think a lot of people are gonna be playing. Yeah, just like read the shadow items, read some of the reworks. You'll get a good understanding of the set. I'll probably make a video going more in depth as I play more PBE, but until then, make a PBE account. Literally anyone can play. I know a lot of people, like when I usually stream it, they're just like, oh, like only streamers get access. No, like you literally just download PBE and you can just play. Well, my editor will probably be uploading like game highlights starting tomorrow. But I will be making like a more in-depth like item guide, what items are good, best in slot items for users within the next 2 weeks or so. I'm going to be playing a bunch. So, and yeah.